Evelyn to Philip, January 26, 1943, 4:20 p.m. Phil, dearest. 2 letters, Saturday and Sunday, today. What do you mean, send my GI gloves? What are you talking about? I haven't the slightest idea. Nick is still on this side and is putting up a terrific battle. He fell only 9 feet, but a lot of stones, etc., fell on him. He has a punctured lung, 3 broken ribs, and too many things for me to mention. I sent a telegram to his folks in New York, and his brother came in this morning. He's going to stay here at 4906 for the next day or so. Page 2, to see what is going to happen. He came from Frankfurt, New York, and traveled all night by train. If Nick survives the next 36 hours, he has 1 chance in 10 of pulling through. Even if he pulls through, he'll be in the hospital for at least 6 months. Here's hoping. Tante Shuj went to Jewish hospital yesterday for observation. Maxie Brown got his PFC after only 10 weeks and is going to school at Milwaukee to learn about motorboats. He and 1 other fellow were lucky enough to go. They live at a hotel with civilians and have a nice room. What luck! Last night, Marie Presti came, page 3, over and brought a gift from Anne, a bunting with a hood cap that ties under the chin. The edges are trimmed with white fur. Anne is moving back to her mother's on February 1st. Her mom has fixed the entire house, Venetian blinds, reupholstered parlor set, etc. Marie says Anne will have the front room. I'll have company now. They still haven't heard anything from the draft board about Tony. Enclosed is your check from S&D Sharpendome for insurance. Do you need it? If you don't, I'd like to get myself a good brush and comb set. Gloria bought one for $2, but my sister bought my mom the same brush for, page 4, $1.75. Incidentally, how is your money holding out? I borrowed the $5 for Jack's gift from Mom. I have about $2 on hand. I gave my white fur jacket to the tailor. I'm giving him a little each time. He's a swell fellow, and he is so reasonable with prices that it pays to have everything done. Gloria had her sports sweaters cleaned and blocked for only 15 cents apiece. Does it pay to wash them and spend an hour blocking them? I'll say not. Adele weighed 10 pounds, 12.5 ounces today. She hasn't been taking her bottles, but the doc says it takes a while for them to get used to 6.5 ounces. She's just nice. Page 5 now. She has gained rapidly, but it's a sign that she makes the most of what she gets. She has such a cute shape and such pretty legs. She wants someone to play with her more often, and it's a joy to watch her laugh, smile, and make sounds. She cries more, too. However, she sleeps through most of the night, which is good for me. I'm getting back to normal hours, thank God. I took all my shoes out of the closet and covered them all with polish, just as you told me. Each pair just sparkles, and all the old shoes look like new. My brother Ed is going to his class banquet, page 6, tonight. He's gotten so handsome, and he's a regular Don Juan. Dresses to kill, too. When Jack was here Sunday, he couldn't get over how cute Adele is. He says she's looking better each time I see her. When I put her on her tummy after her bottle, she went right to sleep. Jack said, "Well, I'll be. Arnold would never go to sleep that easy." To which I replied, "She takes after her daddy." Dot is dangling her legs today and walks tomorrow. Goes home Thursday. The baby has gained back 4 of the 6.5 ounces he lost. His final name is Harold Kenneth Cohen. Dot is nursing and says she's dead tired. Page 7. They wake her up at 2 a.m. to nurse the baby. I've got so much milk, I don't know how I'll ever get rid of it. I had difficulty getting the stilbestral tablets and began taking them today. The doc wants me to take them for a week this time. I feel better lately. I weighed myself at the drugstore, and if the scale is correct, I weigh 117. Lil says, "What do you mean by her letter being wacky?" I hope to attend Ed's commencement this Thursday evening. It will be from 8 to 10. Ruth will stay with Adele if I decide to go. I'll get home in time for her 10:30 bottle. Page 8. Yesterday and today the weather was cloudy, foggy, and rainy. I'm pleased at Punch that I got 2 letters today, sweetheart. It's a pleasure to receive mail from you. I love you dearly, my other baby, and I'm glad you're so optimistic about the future. The news is good, and don't think I'm not thankful. I'm trying to fill my spare moments as you suggested, when and if I chance to have spare time. Everyone is fine and sends their love. A kiss for you, my precious darling. Your Evie. P.S. Etta's wedding will take place sometime in April. Philip to Evelyn, Tuesday, January 26th, 7 p.m. Sweetheart, just came off KP and I'm dog-tired and feeling a bit under the weather. Got your Sunday letter this morning. Tell me, Chippy, don't you write on Saturday? This is the second week in a row I failed to receive a Saturday letter. The company in the barracks next door, 806 Ordnance, is quarantined with measles, so we had to lug the big boilers of food from the mess hall to their barracks. It is bitter cold outside and windy, and running in and out from the warmth to the cold and vice versa may have given me a cold. I feel grippy and intend to hit the hay directly I've finished this. Don't scold me either, baby. It's one of those things that couldn't be helped. The mess sarge asked for volunteers who had already had the disease to carry the food over and dish it out, so I went. The guys have to eat, even if they are only soldiers. Please forgive me, sweet, if I seem to break this off short, but honestly, I just can't concentrate. I'll make it up tomorrow, promise. I love you, my darling. Kiss my baby. Love to all. Phil. Second letter, Evelyn to Phil, January 26, 1943, 5 p.m. Dearest mine, Nick passed away 11:10 p.m. last night. Even if he had survived, the ordeal of lying in a hospital from 6 months to a year would have been too much for him. This is exactly what happened. He was walking up an incline, wheeling a wheelbarrow full of stones. He tripped over something and lunged backward, falling flat on his back in a ditch. The wheelbarrow came right at him, and the handles punctured his lung. Page 2. The stones did the rest of the damage. The pain was terrible, and I'm glad he does not have to suffer anymore. His brother cried. I think he'll be buried here in Philly. The government will take care of the funeral, $200 worth. The only one who is probably glad is his wife. They had been separated so long, and I'm sure she'll remarry. She did not want to break faith with the church, hence no divorce. My grandmother has had half of her belongings moved, and as soon as she moves personally, my mom will be able to live properly for the first time in a long while. Page 3. How did you take the news last night? A bit all right, I'd say. Oh, baby mine, how I wish this war were over and we were all together once more. I received your Monday letter, and I particularly liked the way you emphasized the word home. It snowed last night and today. There is a thick blanket of white over all. It's mighty cold, too. I was up at 5:50 a.m. yesterday and on my feet till 8 p.m. I sat in the easy chair till 10 p.m. so I could hear the special broadcast. Then I fed Adele. I didn't realize how dead tired I was. When I hit the hay, I couldn't sleep. Page 4. I developed a splitting headache and became nauseous. Then I did something I haven't done in a long while. I threw up. Today I feel better, after plenty of rest. Harry and Goldie went to see China Girl at the Fox and asked me to go along. I hated to say no, but there wasn't anyone to leave with Adele. As I told them, I'll catch up someday, I hope. Dottie didn't feel good when she stood up. She was glad to get back into bed. The baby gained and now weighs 8 pounds 4 ounces. Today he got his 10% cut. Why do the girls wear red, white, and blue panties? That's one color the sailors won't pull down. More tomorrow, sweet. But for now, let me say, I love you. Your Evie. Letter from Sharp and Dome Incorporated to Private Philip Strongen, care of Mrs. Philip Strongen. Dated January 23, 1943. Dear Philip, we are sending you your National Service life insurance check for the month of January in the amount of $3.45. The next issue of the extract, the January and February combined, will be sent to you early in February, hot off the press. We really appreciate the letters and photographs which you men have sent us during the past year and hope very much that they will continue. Sincerely, Sharp and Dome Incorporated, W. Lauer, Acting Director, Industrial Relations.